Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. Last week, I promised you we would talk about social robots, and we're about to meet two of them today. In this short presentation, I want to share my observations on two of the many social robots out in the physical world today. I own no such robot myself, nor have I ever interacted with any, so this whole field of endeavor is new to me, and I have no conscious bias against any of these products. I also don't own any stock in either of the companies you're about to see, so I don't stand to profit financially from a favorable review of either of these two robots. That said, let's meet our robots. First up is ASIMO, a social robot developed by the Honda Corporation. ASIMO was extant from 2000 to 2022 when he was retired by Honda voluntarily. ASIMO is an acronym for Advanced Step in Innovative Mobility, but one has to wonder if the name is also a tribute to Isaac Asimov. I think Asimov would have been intrigued by the capabilities of these interactive devices, particularly the more humanoid robots like his namesake. Here's Asimov performing a trick with a soccer ball.
そろそろ行きます。準備はいいですか?
Here he is jogging out to meet the audience.
Wow.
He can jog and he can walk. I don't think he can sprint though.
Please watch ASIMO kick the ball.
上手に蹴ることができるかよく見ていてくだ
I
さい。
don't know if the PA lady is talking to the robot or the audience.
Wow.
But he executes a pretty decent kick. Let me show you another video. This is going to be of Asimo performing some basic household tasks. Including pushing a cart, opening that green thermos you see on the screen, and pouring whatever's in the thermos, if it's like green tea or juice, into the cart. Tasks like these are simple enough that they can be automated, and robots like Asimo can do them in settings such as a hospital, a nursing home, rehab care facility, even a prison. That would free up human staff to perform other more complex tasks. Even though this task is executed fairly slowly compared to the time that a human being would take to do it, I'm still impressed by the precision and the economy of movement that the robot's hands demonstrate. Great, excellent robot. Thank you, Asimo. Asimo even made an appearance recently on Live with Kelly and Michael.
Don't get caught.
Oh, look.
10 years ago, we introduced our viewers to Honda's humanoid robot ASIMO. Today, we are introducing an all-new advanced ASIMO with some amazing new abilities. Making his first appearance in the United States, please welcome the amazing ASIMO.
She's introducing a magic act, which in a way she kind of is. He interacts with the audience.
Action Man.
Now, you'll notice that ASIMO knows, in quotes, where the sound is coming from and walks over to greet
Hello,
Kelly
Carolyn.
and Michael
Nice to
rather
see
than
you
in
again.
another direction.
Ah, I remember you from a while back, ASIMO. Nice to see you again. Hey. Yes.
Hello, Michael.
Yes.
Congratulations on the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Well, wow, yes. Thank you, ASIMO. Nice to meet you.
Yes. Congratulations indeed. I was impressed with that. Some of the pros of this robot that I saw in this and other videos include obviously the humanoid presence with articulated joints, opposable thumbs, bipedal mobility. At the time, ASIMO spoke English and Japanese. I don't think he was ever equipped to speak any other languages. If he were still alive in this day and age, I'm sure he would have multi-language capability. ASIMO was designed by Honda to be about the right level to open doorknobs, drawer pulls, light switches, things of that nature in a home or office. He's about 4 feet tall and he weighs about 106 pounds. There are two cameras mounted inside his head, one for each eye, to detect motion, distance, and direction of objects nearby. As Asimo moves around an environment, he learns the terrain of his surroundings through laser and infrared sensors that are mounted a little closer to the ground. The main computing power of the robot is housed in what would be the abdominal area if he were a real person. Asimo is controlled by either a PC, voice commands, or a wireless controller. Some of the cons that I thought of with a robot like this, I was a little disappointed in the speech capabilities. It's not quite natural, although I'm sure it's better than it has been in past years. On a battery, Asimo has only 1 hour of running time. As I mentioned before, I was disappointed that he speaks only Russian, or excuse me, English and Japanese. Maybe he'll speak Russian one day. I would like to know what happens to the data that are taken in by Asimo's two cameras. What happens to those images? What happens to the sounds? Are they stored? Are they stored in the robot's local memory? Do they go into the cloud somewhere? If they are stored, how long? Who has access to those data? Does the owner of the data, that would be me or the person that Asimo is speaking to, get to say when it gets deleted? Do they have access to the data themselves? These are questions I was unable to address in my web searching. The other thing that I won't say I feel uncomfortable about, but it was a little puzzling. Not so much a con of the robot itself, but maybe more of the marketing around the robot. It seemed like all the videos that I saw had Asimo doing fun tricks, but except for the household task and the handshake demonstrations, he seems like just one big parlor trick. The few videos that I saw could be enriched with demos of more actual functional tasks he can do, similar to when he was pushing the cart and pouring the juice. The next robot that I want to show you is Cruzr. She's a product of a Chinese company called UB Tech Robotics. They're based in Shenzhen.
Fast-paced, busy life.
I'm going to skip ahead to when Cruzr actually comes into view here.
Cloud-based intelligent humanoid robot.
And
At
here
transportation
she is. I say
hubs,
she because
Cruzr
she
is an
runs the
intelligent crew
lounge
member.
as it's cleaning
At
lady
banks,
Rosie,
Cruzr is an
and she's
intelligent lobby
programmed to do
manager.
similar tasks. A lot of
Cruzr
women
supports
use
multi-site video
this is
conferencing.
Scotia, 4 feet tall,
At
and
exhibitions,
weighs 90
Cruzr
pounds.
is an intelligent and informative guide. At shopping malls, Cruzr is an intelligent shopping guide and entertainer. At automobile dealerships, Cruzr is an intelligent sales representative. With one command, you can make multiple Cruzrs monitor and patrol simultaneously.
You saw how Cruzr could be used in a variety of social and other business situations as well. I'll show you one other one. She recently managed to be a special guest at a tech expo, I believe in Dubai. Here we go.
I am your friend Cruzr. Nice to meet you here. On my left is a group photo of Chinese and UAE leaders. They have reached an agreement that China will support UAE to hold the first World Expo in Middle East Asia. On my right is a panorama of rivers and mountains. I am your friend
It
Cruzr.
seems like Cruzer's speech is a little bit more natural than ASIMO's was. As you can see, this was taken in 2020. I'm not sure if it was before or after COVID, but it was within ASIMO's lifetime as well. So, some of the pros I see with this robot, the body is not quite as humanoid, but as I mentioned, the speech is more humanoid. She is still recognizable enough as being a machine that people can interact with. That smooth surface of her face can actually be used to scan things like documents and human faces. She doesn't have legs, as you can see. She has a smooth wheel-based motion. There are, I think, wheels tucked underneath the bottom of the robot there, rather than articulated legs. She runs for 24 hours on a single charge. And among the capabilities that UB Tech claims she's capable of include scanning documents like passports, IDs, boarding passes, in scenarios where that function is required. She can disseminate basic information in public places like the shopping mall that you saw, or maybe on a university campus or in an airport. The voice is pleasant. I would imagine there are a couple of different voices that one can choose from. And as you saw in the example of the gentleman getting ready to buy a sports car, there's facial recognition and data collection as well. I'm intrigued that this face displays big blue eyes. I bet that was a deliberate feature Honda designed to get people to engage with the robot. Cruzr also interfaces with Internet of Things objects such as smart appliances, smart home controls, and so forth. This would be useful in a scenario such as if an intruder is breaking into a home or office. Not only would your smart home system know, Cruzr could alert the owner immediately and perhaps even take photographs of the intruder. As I watched these videos, I wondered if Cruzr could be taught culture specific gestures. You saw both robots shaking hands, and that's a Western civilization gesture. I wonder if Cruzr can be taught to bow in the Japanese manner. Some of the cons that I noticed include, again, the handling of the personal data. What is she doing if I scan my ID in, my passport, picture on my passport? Who's behind the data collection? What if she gets hacked? What if a bad actor gets a hold of her? I would like to know more about the security controls surrounding data storage and management of a device like this. Oh, an interface with wheels instead of articulated legs and feet means that she might get caught on uneven terrain, like those bumpy surfaces in some airports, or obstacles such as boxes or suitcases lying in her way. You saw the gentleman preparing to buy the sports car. She picked up his gender, I believe his eye color, a few other data, his race. That is a little discomforting to me. I wonder if this robot's camera is capable of pointing in the direction of even private directions of a person if the angle of view were just right. Another thing I thought of is if an Internet of Things capable robot interacts with a smart appliance, say a smart refrigerator or Alexa or Siri or somebody like that, and the appliance malfunctions, would that invalidate the warranty on the appliance? A closer read of the specific warranty would, and in this day and age should, specify manufacturer or consumer responsibility if something breaks due to being connected to a robot. I anticipate that specifying liability under such circumstances will become a standard part of such warranty documents if it's not already. One other observation, I looked at a few other robots on the interwebs to see the two that I found most intriguing, and that included robotic pets. The humanoid robots, the robotic pets, are getting closer and closer to reality, but I think there's one thing that might be missing that would make a connection between the robot and the person that handles it, and that is warmth. A robotic cat may purr and have a heartbeat, but if it's not warm, it's just another robot. Same with the humanoids. If ASIMO had a skin, for example, and some of the humanoid robots I saw did have a skin, I guess made of silicone rubber. If I touch them, they probably would not be warm, and if they're not, there's no getting around the fact that it's still a machine.
Nice to meet
A
you,
cute
dear.
machine, but still a machine. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed meeting both ASIMO and Cruzr.